Jenna Ortega isn't just another rising star. She's the face of a new generation in Hollywood. From her early days as a child actor to her breakout role in Netflix's Wednesday, Jenna has captured the hearts of millions. But what sets her apart? It's not just her talent, it's her strategy, her resilience, and her unshakable authenticity. In an industry known for its pressures and expectations, Jenna has managed to carve out her own path, challenging norms and redefining what it means to succeed. In the next 30 minutes, we'll dive deep into the 10 defining moments that made Jenna Ortega the unstoppable force she is today. Jenna Ortega was not like most kids her age. While other children were playing games or watching cartoons, Jenna was stepping into audition rooms with a focus and intensity that surprised even the casting directors. At just 8 years old, she was learning quickly that talent alone was not enough. Every line she delivered, every expression she practiced, taught her lessons about timing, presence, and the invisible rules of the entertainment industry. She was not just acting, she was studying the craft with the curiosity of someone who knew that every opportunity mattered. Her first roles on small television shows and Disney Channel projects weren't just stepping stones. They were classrooms where she learned discipline and professionalism. Jenna quickly realized that long days on set, repeated takes, and constant feedback were not burdens but opportunities to grow. She observed co-actors and directors, absorbing subtleties in performance that others might overlook. Even at a young age, she understood that consistency and commitment would be the difference between a passing child actor and someone with a lasting career. And what truly set Jenna apart was her fearlessness. In a room full of adults, she could project confidence beyond her years. Many children freeze or stumble under pressure, but Jenna found ways to channel nerves into performance. She instinctively knew how to convey emotion in a way that felt authentic. Directors often commented on her awareness of presence, how she could communicate more with a glance or gesture than some seasoned actors could with paragraphs of dialogue. Behind the camera, her determination was just as evident. Rehearsals were not just routines. They were opportunities to understand her craft and perfect her delivery. She learned early to take constructive criticism, to watch herself perform, and to notice even small improvements. Her parents supported her, not by pressuring her, but by instilling a strong work ethic and balance. This combination of talent, curiosity, and discipline laid the foundation for her later success. By the time she began landing recurring roles, Jenna had already developed versatility. She could switch between comedic timing and dramatic depth effortlessly. Her early experience taught her to adapt, to meet the demands of the role, and to grow with each performance. Even at a young age, she treated acting seriously with a focus that few could match. Her early ambition was not just a stepping stone, it was the blueprint for a career that would soon capture the attention of the entire industry. Jenna Ortega's rise did not happen overnight. It was built on years of preparation, courage, and relentless pursuit of excellence. The world first really took notice of Jenna Ortega with Netflix's Wednesday. Overnight, she became the face of a generation, carrying a role that demanded precision, darkness, and depth far beyond her years. Fans, critics, and even seasoned actors were impressed by her ability to capture Wednesday Addams' iconic deadpan humour while making the character feel fresh and entirely her own. This wasn't just another TV show, it was the moment where Gina's talent could no longer be ignored. From the very first episode, it was clear she had mastered a rare skill. Playing Wednesday required balance, the sarcasm, the subtle emotional undertones, the timing of each glance, and the weight of teenage angst. Jenna delivered it all flawlessly. Viewers quickly noticed that behind her icy stare was an actress who understood character psychology at a level most actors spend years learning. Critics praised her maturity, and social media erupted with clips, memes and fan reactions that spread across platforms almost instantly. The attention was intense. Overnight, Jenna became a symbol for young audiences craving a relatable, smart, and bold female lead. Interviews and fan interactions showed her charm and wit, but they also revealed the careful thought she put into her craft. She didn't just memorize lines. She studied the character, understood motivations, and explored nuances that would make Wednesday uniquely hers. Each scene demonstrated her control over tone, emotion, and presence, making viewers believe in her performance fully. Yet with this breakthrough came immense pressure. The fame was instantaneous, global, and relentless. Every social media post, every public appearance, every headline mattered. But Jenna remained focused, approaching the new level of visibility with the same dedication she had as a child actor. She used the experience to strengthen her skills, learn to manage public attention, and reinforce her understanding of the industry. The breakthrough wasn't just a role, it was a test of character, resilience, and professionalism. By the end of Wednesday's first season, it was clear. Jenna Ortega wasn't a rising star anymore. She was a defining presence. She had transformed from a talented child actor into a global sensation capable of carrying a show on her shoulders. This role cemented her place in Hollywood, opening doors to opportunities, recognition, and respect that many actors dream about for decades. It was the turning point, the role that showed the world that Jenna Ortega had arrived, and she was here to stay. Sudden fame is intoxicating, but it comes with a price. For Jenna Ortega, stepping into the global spotlight meant every move, every word, and every post could be scrutinized. Fans adored her, but social media never sleeps, and Hollywood never forgets. Overnight, she became the subject of headlines, discussions, and even criticism. The pressure of maintaining perfection while still growing up was immense. At just 18, Jenna was navigating a world most adults struggle with. Interviews, red carpet events, and fan interactions became part of daily life. Every smile, every statement, every fashion choice was noticed. Social media amplified every detail, sometimes unfairly. Yet Jenna approached this scrutiny with professionalism. She learned to handle praise without arrogance and criticism without self-doubt. Each challenge taught her resilience. The industry itself added another layer of pressure. Directors, producers, and casting agents observed her every performance. Jenna understood that her early work had opened doors, but sustaining a career required constant focus and adaptability. She studied scripts carefully, prepared relentlessly, and treated every audition and role as an opportunity to prove herself. Even when facing unexpected challenges or intense schedules, she remained committed to delivering her best. Beyond the work, public perception could be a double-edged sword. Her fans projected expectations, comparing her to other stars or childhood roles. Yet Jenna maintained authenticity. She didn't chase trends blindly. Instead, she embraced who she was, making deliberate choices to stay true to herself while still captivating audiences. This balance became her strength. Ultimately, facing pressure shaped her. It taught Jenna to remain grounded, disciplined, and emotionally intelligent. She learned the importance of mental health, the value of a supportive circle, and the power of staying focused on craft rather than distractions. The challenges of fame weren't obstacles, they were lessons in resilience. By managing pressure with poise, Jenna Ortega solidified her place, not just as a rising star, but as a professional capable of navigating the toughest demands of Hollywood. Not every opportunity in Hollywood is worth taking. Jenna Ortega quickly learned that. From a young age, she understood that her choices would define her career. Each role, each project, and each collaboration mattered. She wasn't just acting for recognition. She was building a brand, a legacy, and a path that would last. Her strategy was clear. Focus on quality over quantity. She avoided roles that didn't challenge her or typecast her as a child actor forever. Instead, she sought projects that pushed her boundaries, whether emotionally, dramatically, or creatively. This careful selection allowed her to grow with each performance and avoid the pitfalls that trap many young stars. Jenna's awareness of industry dynamics gave her an edge. She studied trends, observed audience reactions, and analysed which roles had long-term impact. She was not impulsive. Even as offers poured in after her breakthrough, she paused to consider how each choice aligned with her goals. This strategic thinking is rare, especially for someone her age, but it set her apart from peers. Collaboration also played a crucial role in her career planning. Jenna worked with directors, writers, and co-actors she respected. She valued mentorship and feedback, understanding that every project could teach her something new. This combination of careful selection and openness to learning created a foundation for sustained success. Her strategy was not just professional, it was personal. Jenna wanted to ensure that as she grew older, her image evolved naturally. She avoided overexposure and instead focused on roles that demonstrated her versatility. This approach cultivated credibility with both fans and industry leaders. Every decision reflected thought, intention, and a clear vision for her future. By choosing wisely, Jenna Ortega didn't just build a career. She built a reputation. She became known as someone who takes her craft seriously, respects the art of storytelling, and understands the power of timing. Her career strategy shows that talent alone isn't enough. It's the combination of foresight, discipline, and intelligent decision-making that separates a fleeting star from a lasting icon. Success in Hollywood rarely comes without risk. Jenna Ortega understood this early in her career. She knew that to stand out, she had to take roles that challenged her, pushed her limits, and occasionally went against the safe path. Risk wasn't about recklessness. It was calculated, deliberate, and guided by her vision for growth. One of the most notable examples was her choice to embrace darker, complex characters while still a teenager. Many young actors stick to light-hearted or family-friendly roles, but Jenna wanted to explore depth and nuance. She chose projects that demanded emotional intensity, subtlety, and vulnerability, knowing that these roles could either define her or expose her to criticism. She faced the possibility of failure with courage, seeing risk as a necessary part of becoming a remarkable performer. Even outside acting, Jenna took bold steps. Her public appearances, interviews, and statements reflected confidence and individuality. She experimented with fashion, embraced unconventional styles, and expressed herself in ways that resonated with her generation. This calculated risk-taking allowed her to craft a unique image that wasn't derivative of other young stars. Fans noticed, media covered it, and her influence grew because she dared to be authentic. Behind the scenes, risk meant trusting herself and her instinct. She sometimes said yes to projects without knowing exactly how they would be received. But she studied the scripts, the characters, and the creative teams thoroughly, ensuring each decision aligned with her long-term goals. Every risk was a lesson. Some succeeded wildly, others provided insights and growth. None were wasted. This approach shaped her career trajectory. By daring to step into challenging, unconventional roles, Jenna showed versatility and resilience. She demonstrated that risk, when paired with preparation and intelligence, could elevate an actor from talented to extraordinary. Her story teaches that courage, thoughtful risk-taking, and the willingness to step into the unknown are essential for those who want not just success, but significance. Jenna Ortega's calculated bets have made her one of the most compelling young stars in Hollywood. Each risk has reinforced her reputation as a fearless, committed, and thoughtful performer. And with every bold choice, she continues to redefine what it means to grow up in the spotlight while staying true to herself. Hollywood loves labels, but Jenna Ortega refused to be boxed in. From her early Disney roles to her breakout in Wednesday, she was constantly at risk of being stereotyped as a teen star. Many actors struggled to escape typecasting, but Jenna approached it strategically, ensuring each role she chose displayed a different facet of her talent. Her versatility became her shield. She moved effortlessly between genres, comedy, drama, thriller, demonstrating that she could tackle any character convincingly. Each performance built credibility and shattered expectations. Directors and casting agents began to see her as more than just a teen actress. She was a serious, skilled performer capable of depth and range. Breaking typecasting wasn't just about the roles themselves, it was about approach. Jenna studied characters intensely, seeking emotional truth and unique traits that would make each performance stand out. She avoided repeating patterns, even when a comfortable option presented itself. This risk often meant turning down projects that might have been easy or high profile, but didn't contribute to her growth or career image. The results were clear. Audiences began to recognize her adaptability. Critics praised her range. She could be dark, edgy, humorous, or heartfelt, and the transitions felt seamless. By actively avoiding repetitive roles, she created a reputation, someone unpredictable yet consistent in quality, an actress who could not be pigeonholed. Her journey illustrates a broader lesson about career longevity. Talent alone is not enough in Hollywood. The ability to evolve, take risks, and redefine one's image is crucial. Jenna's conscious choices prevented her from fading into the child actor category and set her on a path toward lasting impact. In an industry obsessed with labels, Jenna Ortega's refusal to be defined by her past roles is a statement of power. She proved that strategic role selection, relentless dedication to craft, and courage to challenge expectations are the keys to breaking typecasting. Each new character she embodies reinforces her versatility and ensures that Hollywood and the world cannot limit her potential. Jenna's story is inspiring because it shows that success is not about fitting into a mold, it's about creating your own. By continuously defying expectations, she not only grows as an actress, but also sets an example for young performers everywhere. Sudden fame comes with scrutiny, and for Jenna Ortega, the spotlight was intense. Every public appearance, every interview, every social media post was noticed. Fans celebrated her, but the media often dissected her actions, creating pressure that could overwhelm anyone. Jenna quickly realized that managing public perception was as important as mastering her craft. She approached the spotlight thoughtfully. Jenna didn't react impulsively to headlines or online comments. Instead, she focused on authenticity, ensuring that her public image reflected her values and professionalism. Social media became a tool, not a trap. She connected with fans, shared insights, and expressed herself, but always with care and awareness of the audience she was reaching. Hollywood is unforgiving, especially for young actors. Critics can be harsh, rumors spread quickly, and expectations are high. Jenna learned to separate constructive feedback from noise, using criticism to improve her performance rather than letting it define her. She studied how seasoned actors navigated fame, learning lessons on patience, discretion, and maintaining dignity under pressure. Her public image became a blend of charm, intelligence, and relatability. Fans saw someone who was approachable yet disciplined. She cultivated an image that was aspirational without feeling unattainable. Jenna knew that every interaction, every statement, could influence public perception, and she used that knowledge to build credibility, not controversy. Managing her image also meant making intentional career choices. She avoided projects or statements that could misrepresent her. Every decision, roles, interviews, public appearances was considered carefully, reinforcing her professionalism. She demonstrated maturity beyond her years, showing that success isn't just about talent, but about how one handles visibility and influence. Through it all, Jenna maintained authenticity. She never compromised who she was to fit trends or expectations. This balance between visibility and integrity, popularity and self-respect, has become a hallmark of her career. By navigating media and public perception wisely, Jenna Ortega has shown that fame can be managed without losing oneself, setting a standard for young actors facing the pressures of modern celebrity. Every young actor reaches a point where the question arises, what comes next? What comes next? For Jenna Ortega, the answer is full of possibilities. After establishing herself with Wednesday and other acclaimed projects, the industry and audiences alike are watching her every move. Her trajectory is no longer just about talent, it's about shaping a lasting legacy. Jenna's choices indicate a long-term vision. She seeks roles that challenge her, that push boundaries, and that allow her to grow artistically. Whether exploring darker dramas, complex thrillers, or heartfelt character-driven stories, she is positioning herself as a versatile actress capable of tackling anything Hollywood throws at her. Fans anticipate her next project not just because of her fame, but because of the quality and depth she brings to each role. Her potential extends beyond acting alone. Jenna has an eye for collaboration, understanding how directors, writers, and creative teams influence the final product. She engages thoughtfully, contributing insights that enhance storytelling. This professional mindset ensures she doesn't just follow the path laid out for her, she helps shape it. Industry insiders have already recognized her as a rising force. Awards buzz, critical acclaim, and fan support highlight that she is no longer just a young star. She has the capacity to influence trends, inspire younger actors, and even redefine what it means to grow up in the spotlight. Her presence in high-profile projects demonstrates both skill and strategic planning, signaling that her career is just entering its prime. Yet, Jenna remains grounded, that she balances ambition with authenticity, ensuring that each step aligns with her values and long-term goals. Her awareness of audience expectations, industry dynamics, and personal growth creates a roadmap for sustained success. This combination of talent, strategy, and integrity ensures that her future is not only bright, but also impactful. The potential is clear. Jenna Ortega is poised to become one of Hollywood's defining actors of her generation. Each new role, each carefully considered choice, reinforces the belief that she will continue to surprise, challenge, and inspire. For fans and industry watchers, the question is no longer if she will succeed. It's how far she will go and how much influence she will have in shaping the next era of entertainment. In just a few short years, Jenna Ortega has become more than an actress. She has become a cultural figure. Her influence reaches far beyond television screens, resonating deeply with Gen Z audiences who see themselves reflected in her authenticity, confidence, and fearlessness. Jenna's presence is not just entertaining, it is inspiring. Young fans connect with her because she represents possibility. She is an example of someone who navigates the challenges of growing up in the public eye without losing herself. Her style, attitude, and social media presence all communicate independence and self-assuredness, qualities that resonate strongly with a generation seeking role models who feel real and relatable. Her impact extends into fashion and pop culture. From red carpet statements to bold personal style choices, Jenna sets trends that millions emulate. But it's not just about appearances. Her influence shapes conversations. She speaks openly about mental health, self-respect, and resilience, creating a ripple effect among fans who admire not just her work, but her perspective. Jenna's roles also contribute to her cultural significance. Playing strong, complex characters allows audiences, especially young women, to see themselves in empowered positions. Her performances encourage empathy, challenge stereotypes, and highlight stories that might otherwise be overlooked. She isn't content to play safe. She chooses characters who reflect courage, intelligence, and nuance, and this choice amplifies her impact. Beyond entertainment, Jenna inspires activism and social awareness. She participates in initiatives that align with her values, whether supporting mental health awareness, advocating for diversity, or using her platform to amplify voices that are often unheard. For many fans, she embodies the idea that influence can be used responsibly, creatively, and meaningfully. Through her work, her presence, and her voice, Jenna Ortega has become a symbol of a new generation of performers, talented, thoughtful, and socially conscious. Her cultural impact is undeniable. She shapes trends, inspires fans, and sets a standard for authenticity in an age of constant scrutiny. For Gen Z, she is more than a star. She's a role model, an icon, and a reflection of what a new wave of talent can achieve. In an industry where it's easy to lose yourself, Jenna Ortega has built a career on staying true to who she is. From the moment she entered Hollywood, it was clear that fame wouldn't change her core values. She hasn't followed the typical path to stardom. Instead, she's carved her own, remaining authentic in a world that often pressures its stars to conform. Jenna's resilience is evident in the way she handles the highs and lows of her career. It's one thing to rise quickly, but maintaining that success requires a strength that many young actors struggle to find. Through the inevitable criticism, the public scrutiny, and the constant media attention, Jenna has stayed grounded. She has learnt to embrace her individuality, pushing past the noise and staying focused on what truly matters, her craft and her well-being. Her authenticity shines through in everything she does. Whether she's on set or interacting with fans, she's unapologetically herself. This is part of her charm. Jenna doesn't try to be anything she's not. In a time when many stars curate their public personas for maximum appeal, Jenna's openness about who she is, her struggles, her strengths, her passions, has made her relatable and real. She shares her journey in a way that resonates deeply with fans, particularly Gen Z, who value authenticity more than ever. But resilience isn't just about facing external challenges, it's also about personal growth. Jenna has openly discussed the pressures of fame, the struggles of being in the public eye at such a young age, and the importance of mental health. She doesn't shy away from difficult topics, and this vulnerability only adds to her appeal. It shows that she's not just a role model because of her talent, but because she's willing to be honest, raw, and real with her audience. Through all the ups and downs, Jenna has maintained a sense of self that is rare in Hollywood. She's an example of someone who has managed to remain true to her roots while still achieving great success. This resilience and authenticity make her not just a rising star, but someone who is reshaping what it means to grow up in the spotlight. Jenna Ortega's story is a testament to the power of staying true to yourself, even when the world around you is constantly changing. As she continues to navigate the pressures of fame, her resilience and authenticity will undoubtedly serve as the foundation for a long and impactful career. She's not just an actress, she's a beacon of what it means to thrive without compromising who you are.